Fighting with My Family is directed by Stephen Merchant and chronicles the rise of WWE superstar Paige. Right off the bat, I gotta admit something. I never grew up with WWE. I just never got into it. It was never on when I was a kid, or at least not in my house. I never really took a liking to a lot of sports. I'm more of a music and film and arts kind of guy. But that being said, this film is very accessible, which is great. I didn't feel lost in this film. I didn't feel like I was missing any kind of information. It was all presented in a nice, easy to understand way to anybody that doesn't understand, which is fantastic. That's what you would want out of a film about a specified subject matter. On top of that, the film is very funny. The film is also written by Stephen Merchant, and it's got his distinct comedic style to the script. But what makes that better is the great timing and chemistry of all the actors. Nick Frost is hilarious. I expected nothing less of him. If you've watched any of the films in the Cornetto trilogy, he's hysterical, and he's great in this film. Vince Vaughn plays the coach in this film, and it's nice to see him in another film. I haven't seen him in a while. I know he was in, Hacksaw Ridge recently, but other than that, I haven't seen him in a lot. And he's Vince Vaughn in this. When he's good, he's really good. I gotta give a lot of props to the main actress, Florence Pugh, it's P-U-G-H, I'm not sure how to say it, but she is phenomenal, and I've never seen her really, I don't think, in any other films, but if this is her first film, this is a promising start to her career, because she is fantastic. And a lot of the film, it's stuff that you might have seen before in other sports films, you know, the rise and the fall, and then coming back and facing the challenge and beating the odds and the underdog winning. It's the underdog story mixed with a little bit of a hero's journey-ish kind of thing. Granted, it's based on real life, but it's a lot of cliches that you might have seen. And the film pulls these cliches off well, but if the lead wasn't as good, it would become more noticeable. And Florence sells this thing. She is fantastic. She's likable. She's charismatic. She's got good chemistry with all of the other actors. In fact, the entire family has fantastic chemistry. It feels like you're watching a real family. There's a pretty good balance between the drama and the comedy aspects of this film. So, for example, there's a scene near the end where she's doubting herself, and her brother calls her to give her a little bit of word of encouragement. And they insert a couple jokes in there, but it doesn't take away from the dramatic moment. And I found that really fascinating because a lot of times, jokes tend to supersede the drama in a lot of recent films that I've seen, or at least a lot of comedies, but here it's well balanced, and it feels like actual dialogue. It feels like an actual conversation between a brother and a sister that just really care about each other. There are a lot of really good themes in this film. Obviously, the theme of family. There's themes of dealing with your ego, and when things don't go your way, don't really mope about it. It's not really going to solve anything. Find something else. Like any sports film, there is themes of determination, and it's a really good film. I've had a great time at the movie. On a less technical level, this film has some really great songs in it. It's got some Iron Maiden, it's got some Motorhead. I noticed in the background in Paige's bedroom, she's got a Metallica poster, which, yeah, it doesn't make or break the movie for me, but I see Metallica, I like Metallica. The Rock's not really in this film all that much, but when he is on screen, he is very charismatic. He's very much Dwayne Johnson. He's very likable, and he's very funny. If I had to make any criticisms of this film, it would be that the ending just kind of ends. It's nice and it's triumphant, and it's a great moment for Paige, and, you know, you got this great feeling. You know, you get really invested in these characters, and anytime that they're in the ring, you get invested and you want to see your main character succeed, and you feel that. You absolutely feel that, and you feel this, yeah, and she gives this great speech about it being for the outsiders and the people that never quite fit in, and I'm like, yeah, I'm really behind this, but it wasn't long enough, I don't feel. And it's not a bad thing. It doesn't overstay its welcome. I just would have maybe liked a little bit more of that. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot of complaints about this film. I feel a little bit bad because I didn't enjoy it as much as everybody else did. But I highly recommend this film, and I'm going to give it a B+. Have you guys seen Fighting with My Family? If you have, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you thought about it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all the information and goings on in this channel. Go ahead and follow me on Facebook at Mario Benessi YouTube. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys, so I will see you in the next one.